Alright, we did it. I have finally made it to Janufa, the land of learning. I need to speak with the wise men in the library to the north, so let us be swift. Alright, let's just call it now. Alright, there are no more. Why, Janufa has already been overtaken. Calling it now. These treasure chests? Can you? Nope. Foreigners normally do not survive the journey. You are very lucky. Welcome to the great city of Janufa. Alright. City seems to be pretty intact. Takuji. Isa. I was gonna say Isa. Give an old friend a hug. I really don't think that's necessary. And you brought friends. How rude of you not to introduce them. I am Sakuji, High Commander of the Janufan Army. Offer you my hand in friendship. I'm Kairu. It's an honor to... That's quite a handshake. I'm sure there has been enough hand-crushing for a day. Sorry to interrupt, Sakuji, but I came to tell you that I will be convening a council, I think. He said, very well, I will head to the council room right away. It was nice meeting you guys. I'll see you later. Could even say hi to Aurora. Don't feel bad. Every time he shakes my hand, I check for broken fingers. The barracks. Commander Isa practices hard every day. Her swordsmanship is second only to High Commander Sakuji's. Alright, man. A blue petal. Desert Combat Guide number 5. Kicking sand into your opponent's eyes is not only dirty, it is effective. Blinded opponents have a hard time hitting you or hitting you back. I picked up a new ring, it looks like. Blue petal. Ooh. That is good. That is good, especially for bosses. Oh man, who would I put that on though? What are you using? You're using the speed boots. Strength wrist. His weapons already give a poison chance. Dang. Something happened to Commander Isa when she was younger, and alright, we gotta go through that again. Involving the Samarkans. Whatever it was, she now hates Samarkan with a passion. It's really getting annoying. Oh, crystal dust? For help. Library history. Much of the library used to be sealed by dark magic. That's it. Skyship technology gives the Samarkans a military advantage. Thankfully, Janufan terrain prevents them from landing nearby. Survival tip 34, stay at home. A pretty good tip. Oh man. I come home only to rest and meditate on what I have learned. Otherwise, I am at study. Sandworms as pets. Don't even think about it. Alright. Got an elixir. Place looks pretty ghetto on the outside, but inside of the buildings are pretty nice. scholar once told me that our lives are like flowers, beautiful and seasonal. I heard there was a room filled with statues here, but I can't seem to find it. Oh my gosh, A button, stop tripping. Nufa is said to have been founded by a great scholar named Abraxas very long ago. Whoa, did you hear that, Kairu? What a weird coincidence. Yeah. So, my interpretation here is I think we might be like in the past or something. Oh wow, heck yeah. Blue potion. Strong antidote. Come on, give me the good stuff. And that might be good. Look at the size of his Aurora. I was going to say biceps. Stupid. Alright, what is the sand ring? Or was it sand eye? Like it goes 5 defense and 50 earth resistance. AA, not very good for me. And I need to figure out how to get in there. The power of a woman's body is stronger than any magic. Dancing in the desert. Drink a lot of water. Blue potion. Those are good. Ice bomb. Sun hat. You wear a sun hat? Can. Just not good. There you go, Neffy. Better not leave my party anytime soon, Neffy, because you can bring a lot of damage to the table now. Okay. Town is very unorthodox. Right. A lot of treasure chests over there. My father wanted me to be a scholar, but there's just something about playing with weapons all day. Alrighty. So, would they sell those if we're just gonna? Oh, maybe it was a rare drop. Maybe those daggers I got was a rare drop. It'd be pretty crazy if that was the case. Silica bracer. Oh, we did pick that up. Let's see. I think we're good on all that right now. May I be of service? Let's see. Oh, there aren't any resurrection items being sold. So then, I guess I was referring to these Uji nuts. Buy a couple of those. Janufan tourism. There are many great sights to see in Janufa, but adventurous tourists leave the beaten path and brave the sandworms to find hidden locations, most to never return again. Sandworm survival number 1. Outrun the sandworm, or outrun the person traveling with you. Yeah. Who you? We're supposed to play inside so Samarkans can't see us from their skyships. You're doing a pretty poor job. Samarkand skyships cannot see our homes hidden beneath the cliffs. Grilled sandworm? Again? Who's killing those sandworms? With Samarkand's strong presence on this continent, it's getting harder for us to trade with other cities. This means more sandworm for dinner, I'm afraid. Yum. I cannot yet sleep. There are miles of books to be read. Alright, man. And survival number 6. Wearing tight underwear is essential to preventing sand infiltration. Loose-fitting undergarments simply will not do. Sand infiltration. Desert survival number 4. Never leave home without your towel. Okay. I want to ride on a skyship. That's never gonna happen. Blue potion. Getting a lot of blue potions with, which is nice. We got over here. Small passage. Can hold off on that for a quick second. Up here. Ring of Memories. Welcome to our great library, the Ring of Memories. Commander Isa is the only magic user in the whole world. Oh, there are some vague rumors about Mage Eyes working with Samarkand, but it's probably just talk. I have things to look into independently, that is. We'll leave without you if you don't make it back in time. Never fear, my dear. I will leave this place by your side. Always off to do something suspicious. Just in case. Oh, he took all of his equipment. Okay, so might actually give her this. What does it reduce her? Reduces defense by 5? I'm okay with that. Poison is super good. Ancient facts. Thousands of years ago, a great war erupted between humans and magic-wielding humans. The conflict ended when all magic-wielding humans disappeared from Artania. Interesting. So maybe it's not... No, well... Maybe it's not the past. Maybe we're in like a parallel world. On magic number 1, it seems that magic governs nature, or at least is able to manipulate it. If that's magic number 1, what's this one? Also magic number 1. Okay. Impressed by the library size? There are still many rooms we have not even unlocked yet. On Abraxas number 2, eventually, with Abraxas' help, the Magi summoned a powerful spirit. Abraxas number 1. Legend states that Abraxas could somehow communicate with spirits. Let's read number 1 first. Okay, there is a number 1. Library history number 2. Many areas of the Ring of Memories are locked by dark magic spells. What was that noise? Library history number 1. Abraxas is said to have constructed the Ring of Memories. I've been studying the books in this wing since Nephi unsealed them decades ago. Really? Please be careful when handling library materials. They are quite old and fragile. Fragili. Got this way. I love this shift. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's like an iron golem over there. Telesphorus Journal number 2. I could only assume that creating and manipulating a doll requires some form of magic, but where can I find such magic? Journal number 3. Even with the notes on dolls from Abraxas himself, I cannot use the doll. I suppose it makes a nice decoration. Of course, it's dirty. I wish I could dance. I feel as if I share Telesphorus' energy when I dance for him. Telesphorus works better with us around. Most men would be distracted. I'm gonna talk to that in a hot minute. Abraxas Journal number 1. Currently, dolls come in 2 varieties. The common variety most useful for manual labor, and a soldier variety useful in combat. I'm on the verge of creating a 3rd type of doll, a master variety. Its potential will far surpass its predecessors. Specifying the doll is a difficult task. There are no switches or parts that suggest it is mechanical, yet there is nothing to suggest that it is alive either. Hey. Doll doesn't seem operational. Okay. Before I go into that room, is there another... No. Let's go into this one. What news do you bring, Isa? Lythair has fallen, we know. Share knowledge that is unknown to us, Commander. Very well. It seems the Samarkans have Magi's working for them. One attempted to kill us on our way here. Magi, you say? So the rumors about these assassins, the Guardians as they call themselves, are true after all. Unfortunately, that is not all. I saw the Samarkan High General himself use magic as well. Samarkan after the fabled powers of the Magi's after all? It is still too early to say. It seems your first-hand account of Scythair's downfall will prove very instructive. But first, why don't you introduce your friends, Isa? Of course. They are Kairu and Aurora. Aurora is a Magi as well. That certainly makes a lot of Magi's. It would interest the Council to know that they claim to be from another world. Oh, another world? How exciting. Tell me, friends of Isa. One thing at a time, old friend. Let the Council hear of the things at hand first. Oh, right. It would be wise for us to conduct the rest of this discussion in private. Kairu, Aurora, please explore our beautiful house of knowledge. We will call upon you shortly. I'll see you guys in a bit. After you. Don't wander too far. The council will call upon you shortly. Looks like we're guests until they determine if we're in league with the Samarkans. If I keep studying, I'll be a scholar in a few years. Then maybe I can become a legend like Telesphorus and request my own dancers. Hey, save point. That's not how to save. Store won't open. It is sealed with some type of magic or some such. Door is locked by a strange magical force. This symbol, it's the same as the curse on my hand. Why? Well, open it, dog. Like secrets or anything? No? Where am I supposed to wander? Council's ready to speak with you now. Hey! Thank you for your patience. Please, if you would, we'd like to hear from this land you come from, in your own words. We come from Bel Lenora. It's a land where everyone has the use of magic. Is Kairu not from Bel Lenora then? What my sister meant is that everyone in Bel Lenora can use magic except me. I see. And how did you come to leave Bel Lenora and arrive in Artania? We were exploring a cave looking for adventure. We came upon a strange room. Then there was some kind of reaction with my brother's sword, and poof. We were standing in that weird forest you call Ceremaze. Might I see this sword of yours, Kairu? I don't have it anymore. I left it for safekeeping with Nephi. I see. Thank you for answering all of our questions. That's as much meetings as I can take. I'm going back to my studies. You must come visit me in my office later. I want to know everything about this Bel Lenora of yours. You are free to go. Please enjoy our hospitality. Thank you. Can you guys walk a little bit faster? It looked honest enough to me. Intellis Forest has been ranting about some Magi land for years, so I guess it is possible. Isa says she trusts them and that Nephi trusts them as well. Or whatever that is worth. But I for one trust Isa's judgment. Alright, then we agree they are probably not Samarkand spies? They are probably a few sands short of an hourglass, but spies? I doubt it. I believe you wanted to learn more about Bel Lenora and find a way to go back there. There's probably no one in the whole world that's more learned about history than Intellis Forest. Although he is a little strange. We should go visit him at his lab. Sounds like our best lead. What's up, dog? Ah, there you are. I've been going over my notes since the council, looking for information on this Magi world of yours. Say, does the name Zodiac mean anything to you? Yes, it does. Of course, Zodiac is the founder of Bel Lenora and its first king. How do you know that name? Aha, it is as I thought. You three are actually distant relatives of each other, so to speak. What do you mean? Let me tell you a story. Long ago, the world was divided in many nations, much like today. One of these nations was ruled by a man named Zodiac, with the counsel of a man named Abraxas. Oh, it's getting good. Spirits being of great magical powers are invisible to normal men. But Abraxas was an ashen eye, someone with the ability to see through rifts, breaks in space, if you will, to see spirits and communicate with them. With this gift, Abraxas would contact various spirits and learn much from them. Thus, he was able to make many great discoveries, and Zodiac's kingdom flourished. Need to drink something. It is said that one day Abraxas contacted a spirit of immense power, and from this spirit obtained great spiritual powers for all of Zodiac's people. The spirit gave them control over the surrounding elements, and the same power that spirits possess. Thus was born magic in the Magi people, Zodiac's people. The Magi's became even more prosperous and built floating cities and temples and giant towers touching the stars. All was well until one day when Zodiac became mad, unleashing his magic against his own people and causing havoc and destruction upon the lands. Thus the Forbidden War began, which opposed the Magi's to their own king, Zodiac. Many Magi's and humans perished during the conflict, caught between magic so powerful they forever changed the face of the world. After some time, it is said that somehow Zodiac regained his sanity, and the Forbidden War thus ended. But another war was stirring, this one with the humans, angered at all the destruction the Magi's had wrought upon the world. And so the Magi's disappeared. Their great cities emptied, and all Magi's vanished from the world, never to be heard from again. Abraxas disappeared with the Magi's as well, so his written records end there. A pity. He was a great historian, and most of what we know today comes from his writings. It is my theory that the Magi's disappeared to this place you call Bellanora, but it seems that for some reason, some stayed behind in Artania. They were living in a peaceful village in the Ceremais forest until the Samarkans came and put it to the torch. Magicless fights are the only ones you'll ever win. You mean to say an entire village of magic users couldn't even beat a band of sword-wielding soldiers? It wasn't like that. It was... what do you know? Isa. Oh my. Isa is sensitive about the Ceremais incident. It's because well, it's not a story for me to tell. I think we should go after her brother. You got anything else to say? Nope. The fate of this whole nation, no, the entire world is resting on our ability to predict what Samarkand will do in the next few days. So really, it would be best if I were not disturbed for the moment. We don't discover Samarkand's plans for the armaments. I'm afraid something most terrible will occur. Isa usually provides bold and surprising plans for the Council. Her absence greatly weakens us. But we understand that she is going through something difficult right now. Books in here, man? Alright, where would she run to? Go ahead and save. At some point here, I'm going to try to turn on the camera again. Okay. I think if I turn on the lights, things will be good. I just saw Isa run outside. She looked upset. I saw Commander Isa run this way. That's why I didn't go that way, because I suspected that that wasn't the way to go. Goes there sometimes when she's upset, although she thinks no one knows of it. Please, Aurora, let me talk to her alone. Fine. I'll be waiting for you at the Ring of Memories. Should have at least let me heal first. 600 GP, there better not be any encounters in here. If there's encounters in here, I'm going to be the saltiest man alive. By the saltiest man alive, I mean I'm just going to be very disappointed. Ah, Aurora, you suckafoo. You just can't stay away. Gotta follow the drama. Isa. I'm sorry, Isa. I didn't mean to upset you. I've been confused these past few days, running from place to place in a world I know nothing about. I didn't mean to sound insensitive. Please forgive me. It's all right. You couldn't have known. It happened so long ago, but seeing the Magi who attacked us at the High Paths, it came back to me. It happened when I was just a child. I was coming back from the forest with my father. We had been picking berries for my mother. Take a look at that sprite for her father. Doesn't that look like a sigh? That. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my, I just realized that Isa is a sigh backwards. What the heck? That's when we saw it, the town ravaged by flames. There were dead villagers, Samarkand soldiers, and strange masked men. My camera. You got my back? You got my back. My dog. My dog. I I can't believe I didn't realize that before. I'm not very good at realizing those things, so I'm shocked that I actually considered it now, but man, my father told me to hide and wait there, not to make a sound. Whatever happened, or not to make a sound, whatever happened, and that he'd be back. Then he rushed in. I waited. I don't know how long, maybe hours, maybe minutes. After a while, my father came back, but he was surrounded by masked men and Samarkands. The masked men were talking to him, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. They passed by me. Not one looked at me then. They were gone. Everything was gone. Asai is Isa's father. Crazy. And so, my whole village, I was left with nothing but the pendant my father gave me. That's a theory, you know. It's just too much of a coincidence that they cannot be related. I thought I was the last Magi alive. That's why I was so excited when I found that Aurora was a Magi. Then this other Magi attacked us, and I became confused. I understand. This is why I swore revenge on Samarkand and those masked men, the Guardians. You're not the only Magi alive. In Bellinora, everyone uses magic. I'm sure I'll find a way to go back there, and I can show it to you. The land of Magi's. This sounds great. But why is it you don't have any magic, Kairu? You asked me the wrong question. Thanks for listening to me, Kairu. Let's go back now. Okay, she's level 14. She's getting there. Just in case. Okay.